Spikenard, also called nard, nardin, and muskroot, is a class of aromatic amber-colored essential oil derived from Nardostachys jatamansi, a flowering plant of the Valerian family which grows in the Himalayas of Nepal, China, and India. The oil has, since ancient times, been used as a perfume, as a medicine and in religious contexts, across a wide territory from India to Europe. The Bible contains several references to the spikenard, in both the Old Testament and the New Testament, and it is used in Catholic iconography to represent Saint Joseph. With this meaning, Pope Francis has included the spikenard in his coat of arms. Plant sources: Nardostachys jatamansi is a flowering plant of the Valerian family that grows in the Himalayas of Nepal, China, and India. The plant grows to about 1 meter in height and has pink, bell-shaped flowers. It is found in the altitude of about 3,000 to 5,000 m. Rhizomes can be crushed and distilled into an intensely aromatic amber-colored essential oil, which is very thick in consistency. Nard oil is used as a perfume, an incense, a sedative, and an herbal medicine said to fight insomnia, birth difficulties, and other minor ailments. Lavender was also known by the ancient Greeks as nardos, nard, after the Sanskrit narada, or nalada. Historical use: the oil was known in ancient times and was part of the Ayurvedic herbal tradition of India. It was obtained as a luxury in ancient Egypt, the Near East. In Rome, it was the main ingredient of the perfume nardinum, derived from the Hebrew kao micron K, which was part of the ketoret used when referring to the consecrated incense described in the Hebrew Bible and Talmud. It is also referred to as the ha-ketoret. It was offered on the specialized incense altar in the time when the tabernacle was located in the First and Second Jerusalem temples. The ketoret was an important component of the temple service in Jerusalem. Nard is mentioned a number of times in the Tanakh, and is part of incense in reference to Hilchot Shabbat in Tractate Shabbat 78b as well as Maimonides Hilchot Shabbat 1816. It is mentioned twice in the Song of Solomon. Nard was used to perfume the body of Patroclus by Achilles in Book 18 of Homer's Iliad. Pliny's Natural History lists 12 species of nard, identifiable with varying assurance, including Lavandula stoecas and Tuberous valerian as well as true nard. It was a common flavoring in ancient Roman foods and occurs frequently in the recipes of Apicius, though it tends to be used sparingly. Spikenard was used to season foods in medieval European cuisine, especially as a part of the spice blend used to flavor hippocras, a sweetened and spiced wine drink. From the 17th century it was one of the ingredients for a strong beer called stingo. The ancient Greeks called the lavender herb nardus, after the Syrian city of Narda. It was also commonly called nard. The species originally grown was L. stoecas. Religious references. The Bible in the New Testament John 12:1-10, 6 days before the Passover Jesus arrives in Bethany. In Bethany, Mary, sister of Lazarus uses a pint of pure nard to anoint Jesus' feet. Judas Iscariot, the keeper of the money bag, asked why the ointment was not sold for 300 denarii instead and the money given to the poor. Two passages in parallel speak of an occasion 2 days before the Passover, in which Mary of Bethany anoints Jesus' head. The costly perfume she used came from an alabaster jar, and contained nard according to the passage in Mark. In the Song of Songs 4:13-14, the bridegroom sings of spikenard. Your plants are an orchard of pomegranates, with pleasant fruits, fragrant henna with spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with every kind of incense tree, with myrrh and aloes, and all the finest spices. Catholic Church In the Hispanic iconographic tradition of the Catholic Church, the spikenard is used to represent Saint Joseph. The Vatican has said that the coat of arms of Pope Francis includes the spikenard in reference to Saint Joseph. Nard is also mentioned in of the Inferno book of Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, such as, he tastes, but tears of frankincense alone, and odorous emomum, swaths of nard, and myrrh his funeral shroud. References. Further reading: Dalby, Andrew, Spikenard in Alan Davidson, The Oxford Companion to Food, 2nd ed. by Tom Jane. External links: Caldecott, Todd. Ayurveda, The Divine Science of Life. Elsevier Mosby. ISBN 0-7234-3410-7. Contains a detailed monograph on Nardostachys grandiflora, N. jatamansi, as well as a discussion of health benefits and usage in clinical practice.